What's up? I'm DeJon.
I'm Brienne.
DJ, get your money.
And you're watching the Dan Lay podcast. Make some noise.
Cheers to the pods, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out.
Mm-hmm. Chase it down with some more liquor.
Shit.
Oh, my chest, nigga.
God damn.
Was it hot in here? No.
This nigga's already drunk, but that's cool because last week our guest was already drunk, so we have a lot of alcoholic guests that come on the show.
As you can see.
I just missed my A meeting. The shit wasn't turned enough for me, so I just got out of there.
Yeah, I heard that shit be turned down.
Yeah, I said, I can't even do this. I need a shot.
You're the first guest to come on the Day Late podcast with an ankle monitor. I'm super impressed.
You feel me? They told me I could come. I got 12 minutes, so let's hurry the fuck up.
So this is the Ratchet episode, the Ratchet music episode. We did trap and rap last week. This week it's Ratchet rap. So I had to have a popular and buzzing DJ come through and, give us his opinion on Ratchet music. But before we get into all of that, we asked everybody that's on the show, right, Bree?
Yes.
Top 5 LA rappers. You already know what was coming, bro.
Top 5?
Yeah,
yes.
Of all
right
time.
now, all time?
Of all
yes.
time.
Snoop, Q, Unbiased Gang, also biased again. Nah, I ain't gonna say he the best, but he makes great music. Jizzle, YG.
Okay. 4.
And then I'm gonna give these niggas the 2 for 1. The Clan.
Oh.
Okay. I like that confidence.
Okay.
Well, speaking of the Clan, you are the official tour DJ.
Yes, sir.
How did that come about?
Shit. We all went to high school together. We went to West Adams, so we was already cool and shit. And then one day, I ran into this nigga DJ after niggas graduated probably 2 or 3 years. Nigga like, hey bro, this nigga Jeezy trying to rap. I'm like, for sure. I'm like, let's go smoke, listen to some shit. Play some shit. And it was on some not even no homie shit. It was on some DJ ear. I'm like, nigga, this shit hard, nigga. Then probably a couple weeks later, they dropped Make Niggas Leave. And that shit just went viral.
Yeah.
That shit was booming after that. After that, it was cool. It was cool.
Them niggas got bangers.
Bangers.
Yeah, catalog.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so how was this most recent tour run that you guys just went on?
The tour I just went on was the Jeezy tour, the Jeezy World 2 tour. That shit was cool. We hit I think it was 30 days. That shit was cool. I was glad to be back home, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So what have you learned going on tour? What have you taken from being on tour?
The females outside of the town, way more I don't know if it's just friendly, but they don't got that persona oh, you gotta come chase me. A female out there damn near come twist her ankle trying to holler at a nigga.
Oh, they chasing y'all.
Nah, basically. Me. I don't know about y'all, but y'all fucking with it. But nah,
you get more hoes in the Clan?
Nah.
You better not get on this camera and say that.
I don't know what the nigga situations is. But for me, I just keep my options open, you feel me? I like to get on the Google search bar and see what's going on.
All right, well, that has been another great episode of the Podcast. He said Google search bar. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Cambodian steak red bone. Oh, yeah, this go right there.
Okay, well, I have a question. What is the worst event or party that you ever DJ?
Oh, worst?
Yeah, worst. The absolute, you was just this is some never again type shit. I can't even believe I did this.
Man, I think some shit I had got shot up. And I knew I shouldn't have did it because of where it was at. And I was telling myself, man, I don't need to go do that shit. But I was still early in my stages and shit.
Yeah, so
I'm man, I'm trying to get everything I could. And I'm man, I need to go make this dope. Fuck it. So I went, and in my head, I'm this shit gonna get shot up. This shit gonna get shot up. In my head, I already knew. So I low-key start observing the whole little venue. I'm if they do, I'm gonna go right there. Niggas ain't gonna see me. I'm gonna be in the cut. I hope nobody follow me. Niggas showing up probably at 11:15. The bitch got shot up.
You manifested it.
That's all.
I didn't manifest it. I knew. I'm man, I ain't got no business taking my ass over here. But fuck it, we'll go.
But you know what? I feel like a lot of DJs have that experience when they first start out.
For sure.
They all have that party that they just know that they shouldn't do, but they're going to do it because they know that it could possibly boost their career. So
it's a rites of passage.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to say it, but it really was. It was a minute. I ain't gonna say who told me. They man, if you ain't DJ some shit and somebody got shot or the shit got shot up, you ain't really official. You ain't never DJ no overturned shit. I'm nigga, that's the most fucked up shit to say of all time.
But it's
I was
truth.
I feel it though. I was I don't feel it, but nigga, keep your asses at home. So if y'all want to shoot some shit up, Don't do it. Don't
Basically, he's saying if you niggas don't know how to have a good time when y'all come out to
everywhere.
his shit, don't come, niggas. Stay at home. Please. Go shoot up your own dick.
Not even my shit. Anybody's shit. Don't go nowhere with the intentions of I'm about to get off. No, nigga, it's females everywhere in this motherfucker. Right. Go, you feel me? Go have you a shot or 10. Go holler at them, you know?
I feel the fuck.
I was gonna ask you real quick. I think it was yesterday. I saw you tweet something about the Klan have a tape coming this summer, and it's crazy. Well, can you tell us about that?
Nope.
No, not nope. What else can you tell us about that other than nope?
That shit crazy.
But it's for sure coming this summer.
It's coming. Right. For sure, it's coming. It's coming.
Big feature.
It's
yes
coming.
or no? Big feature. Yes or no?
It is coming.
Yeah, I would like to know.
I know. I wanted to know too. Until the song started coming in.
Not an EP. Full tape.
Joint. Crazy.
All right. Cool. Clan Way 3.
I don't know. It's coming.
Clan Way motherfucking 3.
I got my eyes on it.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all know what time it is. It is Tweet of the Week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Worldwide, wide.
Yes. Okay, so this is from I'm Just Quincy. At I'm Just Quincy. When you playing Uno and they skip you, now listen.
Meme is hilarious.
The meme is fucking hilarious because I don't know if you guys all seen it, but the new Kendrick Lamar video, The Heart Part 5, right? That's what it's called, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Let me tell y'all. The meme is hilarious, but that motherfucking song and video.
Crazy.
Video of the year.
So,
yeah, it's gonna be hard to top that one. True. For sure.
It's not gonna be done.
For sure.
Can't nobody top it.
He gonna have to top himself.
Yeah. Because nobody else has that type of creativity to go stand in front of a green screen and deliver something as simple yet creative as that.
And then he starts low key hitting the flows with the people that like he dropped the Nipsey, started having a little Nipsey flow to it.
Yes.
Excuse me. That shit bless you, brother.
Thank you.
That's what the fuck we've been waiting on when it comes to Kendrick. And that's why I wasn't really necessarily worried about when he dropped because I knew that he was gonna drop something that was just gonna blow our mind, and it did.
Absolutely. Would have liked it sooner.
He's all about time.
Don't like to wait 5 years for stuff, but it was amazing. All the different faces we got to see in the video: Kobe, Nipsey, Kanye, Jussie Smollett, OJ Simpson. It was powerful. Like the Marvin Gaye sample. I forgot the Marvin Gaye song. Shit. But it is a Marvin Gaye sample. I forgot the song. But I mean, that shit was hard. His hair was all crazy, but the white singing shit. Black bandana, simple, LA.
Simple. Like, I just woke up and I'm about to show y'all something.
He didn't spend millions of dollars on that video.
Right, but you can tell that he took his time planning it out, how he wanted it to look, like how he was just from the way he was standing, like just everything, how he wanted it to be, and it came out perfect. Like
that's why I had said like when it came out, I was just inspired. That's my first reaction. I was inspired because I know it didn't take him that much money to shoot that. Right. So I know I can do if Kendrick can do something, I know I can make something out of it.
Right. I hope all of our artists feel like that too. Yeah. Like y'all look at that and be like, shit, if he can do it, I can do it too.
For sure. You ain't gonna spend all that dough on that shit. Save that budget money, you feel me?
Right.
All right, well let's get into the theme of the episode. Ratchet music. What is Ratchet music to y'all?
Party jumping. Ass shaking. Everywhere. Handstands. All that. Conga line, twerking, all the girls, homies between them.
Yes. Yeah. Like my time, my good Ratchet time is me with the homegirls. You feel me? We looking fire. We outside with our drinks. We shaking ass in the middle of the street.
Just go.
Like that's Ratchet to me. Like
just gone. Y'all sweating, all that.
Yeah, we turned up. You feel me? We looking crazy by the end of the night. That's Ratchet.
Right, well, me, I'm more literal, of course, so I'm going to go by, like, the actual music, I guess, definition or whatnot. To me, it is the sound that Mustard and League of Stars and those original producers concocted from the jerkin sound.
Right.
Blending the jerkin sound with New Orleans bounce music.
Right.
I feel like when you mix the two, that's when you get that Mustard infectious sound. That's when you get YGs, RJs, Project PC, Ty Dolla $ign, T-Fly. All of that is a bit of jerkin music mixed with a bit of that New Orleans bounce music. Perfect for the underground parties that was happening at that time. Now, I'm not gonna fake like I was in all those parties,
I was.
but I made it to a couple.
No
of them.
cap. I was in every single one of them. Crenshaw, Jefferson, Level 3,
Every single
Castle,
one of them. Okay.
all of them. I was in all
Was
that
y'all at mustard
circus.
parties though?
Yeah.
I went to a couple mustard.
Yes.
In the Dons, all that shit.
Going
man.
crazy. What?
Yeah, I've been in the
Every
field
party.
since I was like 12, 11. Shout out to my big bro Vision for tagging a nigga everywhere. You feel me? Who's always in the scene.
That's
Now
what's
niggas
up.
is on. Look at us now, nigga.
Right. But you would hear this like infectious sound at these parties that you wasn't hearing on the radio at the time,
Right.
obviously.
For sure.
And it wasn't on MTV, it wasn't on BT, Monsters of the Park, whatever platforms was out at the time. But you went to the parties and you would hear that bounce, and it would just be
And
like,
it
I
changed your
remember
mind.
when. What was like the first big Ratchet record that like broke through? I think it was Tooted and Booted. That was the first time I saw it on TV. Like
Tooted
a
and
Ratchet record, like
For
video
Low
on
key.
TV.
Low
Oh
key.
yeah. That like super broke through, like
Right, right.
mainstream. That
Yeah.
made it mainstream. Hell yeah, Tooted and Booted.
Nah, I think it was low key. I think it was Rack City.
I was going to say, Rack City took
Oh,
it for a while.
Rack
Because Rack City,
did
it
go
went
crazy.
everywhere. Like
Yeah.
when white people was fucking with it. That's what
But I
really.
think Tooted and Booted was kind of like
Tooted and Booted
legendary
was-
because
it
that
was
shit had already
us.
dropped. Yeah, we
so
had
it was
already
really
heard
us.
it. So
already heard it. Yeah.
when it popped off, it was like, okay, we was more so waiting on a video. Like, what you
Yeah.
finna show us with this
Video,
video?
yeah.
Like, are you gonna make it LA? Like, how you gonna do it?
And
You feel
he
me?
did
And
it right.
it was LA
Yeah,
as
I mean,
fuck.
for
'Cause
sure.
you can look in that video and be like, I know this bitch.
I know all these motherfuckers. I look at the homie tripping. Look at him.
Oh God, like it was so
But,
LA.
but
so.
even Tooted and Booted, like I can hear that Louisiana shack music, that New Orleans shack music
Yeah.
on that record. Like it's very
Yeah, but
historical
Rack City,
almost, yeah.
that shit went when that dropped. It was crazy. Like it was. I think everybody had that shit for like a ringtone. Had that shit on like. They fake shit. It don't matter. They posted all the lyrics on their
Sidekicks,
Facebook.
Sidekicks,
Alexis,
Alexis, Tony Hawk slides.
Yeah.
Rack City just went crazy. Like
That song
captions
be
for
booming.
days.
That used to be like a primetime song in the club. Like,
Fact.
damn, niggas listen to
Fact.
Tiger.
Nigga, you walk in the club
Did he
and
make
that
the list?
song playing, just know that the club
Oh man, it just came my mind. I just thought about it like my nigga Tiger had shit going.
What?
Nigga, what was the first song he had? That coconut joint? That shit
That's
was,
totally that's totally different.
That was totally different.
that nigga came out the coconut joint.
Right.
Let's talk about some of our favorite Ratchet projects. Obviously the Just Read Up 1 to 2, but the Real Four Fingers right before that.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
that shit was
Yeah.
fire.
Fuck it up, girl, and all that shit. That shit was fire.
What else? Amio.
I would say
Amio.
Whoop was my
yeah.
favorite.
Mine was probably Just Read Up 1. I ain't gonna lie. That shit had no skips.
2 didn't have no skips either. I think I like 2 more.
Which one? That's one with BBT on there, huh?
No, that's the one where
That's the
I'm
one
from.
with,
I'm from Bompton.
I'm from Brompton, yeah.
Yeah.
He got a
That shit
little
was
hooder
fire,
on that
too.
one.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. Who else has some shit? Mollywood was hard.
Well, you got to. We got
Yeah.
to. Let's do a whole
Oh
section.
my God.
Yeah.
The
That shit was
Mollywood
fire.
was the time to be
Cheerleader,
alive.
that shit's the bag. Oh,
Take
God.
the tights off.
Take it out.
That's my prom song.
That was.
That's my prom song.
Say,
She said, "Same nigga."
Like, yeah, that's what the DJ was playing at prom over and
It
over
was
and
going
over
crazy,
and over and
like-
over again.
That shit was fun.
well, I feel like if you wasn't outside when Welcome to Mollywood dropped, you just wasn't.
You was still in the house on the porch.
Yeah.
Amios.
Amios, yes.
Oh my
of
God.
course.
What was the one with Choice?
Personal
Rich off
Day.
Mackin? That shit
Yeah,
was hard
that
too.
was hard too.
That was hard.
Yeah, the Taking Nigga Beats tape had some Ratchet records like Burke On and stuff like that whole era, that whole run.
What was
What
the
year was
one?
that, like,
What was
09?
the one that Mustard
09,
made?
like 2014.
The one that Mustard made.
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Nigga,
That
every
shit.
day.
That shit was
Every
certified.
day,
That
me
shit
and
was
my homie
certified.
Court
I ain't
used
gonna
to
lie.
leave
That
school
shit.
And bun
at
that.
lunch and cut on ketchup. Like we had to hear Burn Rubber or we wasn't pulling out the parking lot.
That shit
Who was
went
that one
crazy.
chick? No, the chicks that was on there.
Cock Crystal
Cock-
Queen,
Lady
yeah,
Killer?
Cock
Lady
Crystal
Killer,
Queen,
Lady
yeah.
Killer. That shit be
Banger.
banging.
Ben from the Gang.
Yeah, Ben from the gang is
Y'all
my
niggas
shit.
helping me with a new DJ set right now, man. Hold on.
That-
Y'all helping me with some
That
shit.
shit need to be on streaming platforms,
Yes,
though, for real.
it
yeah.
does. It does.
They look at that shit.
Like it's gonna be
nowhere.
awesome now this episode because Ratchet music just remind me of such a. I'm not gonna say
A great
Exciting
time.
It was just an exciting time.
exciting time. Yeah,
It was a lighter time. I will say that. Like
Yeah.
right
We didn't
now,
have no-
it
we didn't have no
just been
fucking
seeming so
responsibility
heavy.
shit.
Yeah, you know. But back then, it was just like we had a good time. That
Yeah,
was
people
it.
weren't so mean.
Niggas wasn't mean.
People was having
Niggas having
fun.
fun. Niggas
Everybody
dancing in the
was high.
club. It was
it was more like fun.
now niggas in competition and shit.
Yeah, it's just more serious and materialistic and superficial. Like back then, you just had to have fun. It wasn't about all the attention.
Only thing you had to have was a sidekick. You had to at least a new sidekick.
You ain't had to have a new Balenciaga.
Maybe a couple of bitches.
Wasn't none of that.
You had the shoes, the little jerseys to wear the blottos and shit.
Blottos, moccasins,
nigga.
All kind of shit.
You know what I mean?
Polo shoes.
Niggas was wearing anything, but niggas was having a good time. And that's all that matters.
When I think of Ratchet music, I think of that little belt. The little belt with the circle, the little karate belt. With the circle, the hoop.
Please.
And like, it's fabric. It's not really
I know what you're talking about.
Yes. YG used to always wear.
Yes, they used to wear with their cargo shorts and shit.
Yeah. Like a karate belt. It's tan. For sure. Or sometimes it's black. Yeah, that shit was dusty.
Good times. Dusty times, but good times.
Niggas used to catch the bus everywhere. Niggas catch the bus at Venice Beach.
Stop playing. We up at Venice Beach, and then we're leaving Venice Beach to go to Crenshaw and Jefferson and go to Club Heat.
Come on,
Ratchet music and the
Club Heat for sure.
For sure. Ratchet music and
we used to get on the 733, get off on Crenshaw, walk down Crenshaw all the way to the function.
See you when we get there.
200 D.
Let's shout out to Ratchet music.
Let's shout out to it.
What's this, shot 15?
Shot 15. Here we go.
Damn near fucking with y'all.
Here.
Cheers.
Cheers to Ratchet music.
To Ratchet music.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Likewise. All right, I'm high as a kite, but we're gonna get
I ain't touching that shit no more.
Yeah, I'm high. We're gonna get into the greatest Ratchet rappers of all time list that I posted earlier today. You guys took a look at it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
For the people out there, let's just run through it one more time.
1 is YG, 2 is RJ, 3 is Joe Moses, 4 is Tyga, 5 is Ty Dolla $ign, 6 is Problem, 7 is T-Fly, 8 is Project PC, 9 is J305, and 10 is Choice. Let's start differently this time. Anybody I left off?
That's a good list. That's a great list, actually.
Left off?
Yeah, anybody left out before we get into the list. Well, all right, let's get into the list. We already agreed that I didn't leave anybody out. The people that responded today on the timeline that had suggestions of people I left out, to me, they just were inapplicable. Like people saying Too Short. She's a Bay Area artist.
Right. He's not even from LA. Are y'all not looking at the fucking...
I would just say
he's way before
our time. 85.
Right. That nigga's like 76.
I wouldn't call that just... Oh, don't say that. I wouldn't say Too Short's a ratchet artist. Yes, he's ratchet.
He got some ratchet swag. Shake that monkey on that shit.
I'm not trying to
you get some list like he's like an honorable mention.
Like a godfather of
he like y'all
like
gave y'all some sauce too.
Like
exactly.
You can't compare them. You have to put them
I would put them in on this. This is about like products of mustard and that whole sound,
right?
For the most part. So number 1, YG. Obviously, for me, he's on there because of the projects.
For sure.
As far as Real 4 Fingers, Just Read Up 1, Just Read Up 2. They come with a classic debut album, My Crazy Life, and I feel like he has 2 classic albums because Still Brazy is a classic album in my opinion. Some people say it was Sophomore Jinx, but to me, it's a classic album. So just because
it was all right.
That nigga just sold out Mexico like it was nothing. That shit was crazy.
He's a superstar. He's
oh my god, and he's doing shit like still from there, and they just like word for word. I'm like, this nigga like a rock star type shit.
We talking about 25 million records sold, so he's obviously like the most successful rapper alive from that era, from that time. So I have to put him at number 1 because he is a ratchet rapper and he's the most successful,
right?
And impact most successful. All right, number 2, I have RJ, which was not an issue, but a concern for quite a few people.
I would have definitely put Joe Moses over RJ when it came to the ratchet shit because I feel like Joe Moses he's the ratchet king. You feel me? Like that nigga, every song that he got is ratchet.
Joe Moses at 3. I put RJ over Joe Moses in this instance because Joe Moses is the most ratchet rapper. This is the greatest ratchet rapper. Joe Moses has not, like, I'm a project nigga. I just said Just Read Up 1, Just Read Up 2, My Crazy Life, Amio 1, Amio 2. For Joe, those projects don't ring like that. It's a lot of people who don't know from nothing to something.
Now that's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like he's not necessarily a project nigga. So me being just such a project nigga,
he got songs that's ratchet. He also got shit that's like the whole shit gonna slap. I need bodies of work. Too.
Yeah, to me,
Joe Moses, he got some shit too though. But
absolutely,
RJ got like tapes. Like I bang this nigga tape.
Solidified tape. I'm not just a whole Joe Moses tape.
Right.
That's not necessarily my thing right now. So that's why he got the. It's not like a big gap. That's why he's right there under RJ. But I got RJ.
But I mean, I love me some RJ. Don't get it fucked up. I love me some RJ.
Hell yeah, I feel like he also like. There's never been a time where you would pinpoint and say, okay, Joe Moses is the #1 rapper in LA.
Right.
Versus RJ, he had that moment.
It
didn't last, but he did have that moment where he was the #1 rapper in LA. He was like YG, but better lyrically.
Right. That's why he was
That was the argument. That was a talk. Yeah, like YG's artists at the time could rap better than him.
Right.
And that was interesting to us that we got a YG that was well rapped.
Right.
Or better rapped. So that's why RJ's on there at #2. He didn't have the commercial success or a classic debut album like YG, but as far as the mixtape run and all that, he was there with YG.
He was doing that shit.
3, Joe Moses, we just talked about him being the most ratchet rapper because he'll say the most
outlandish
shit ever.
And I love it. Yeah. And I love it.
That nigga jumped on the Class song and said, I'll pull up to my baby mama function with a new bitch.
Pull up to my baby shower with a new bitch. Ignorant.
Damn. Like he tell you, yeah.
He said if the pussy ain't good, he putting it in the ass. That's my type of
He was the first LA rapper I heard rap about anal. He was like there with it, like real raunchy.
All I'm saying is,
fuck it.
How much more ratchet can it get? You feel me? Like,
he's the most ratchet ever, for sure.
I think that nigga said he got 6 baby mamas because he willing to deal with the bullshit. Like, he don't give a fuck. He don't care. You feel me? And
absolutely.
I'm cool on them.
I like that. I like that.
King of ratchet for sure. Again, it's just the project thing. The project discrepancy. Us not getting those classic projects from him per se.
Because I can only really say that the only 2 projects that I really, really played out was From Nothing to Something and Woo.
Okay, yeah, joint 2.
Like, those was the 2 for me.
Right. At 4, we have Tyga, who I know you insisted be on there. Definitely. That's your boy.
Tyga, that's your boy. Nah, Tyga had some slaps.
For sure. I mean, we just...
And then he went with the time, too. Like, he stayed around.
He did. Absolutely, he's still relevant. And then we just talked about Rack City being like one of the first big ratchet records that took it global. And he had a few of those. All the way up to like Taste recently. Yeah. Another ratchet LA record that was global. I think he signed to Columbia, I believe. I think he was on Empire first. Now he's on Columbia, big multi-million-dollar deal. He's a big brand, you know, the whole Jenner shit and all that shit. He's a big deal. So his influence is there. I mean, Tyga's just, you got to put him there just off the records.
Right.
Of course, am I listening to a Tyga album? But them bitch on the shits.
Them bitch on the shits. I listen to them all the way
through. I used to listen to it 11, 12.
But an album, I can't say that I can say.
When it got to album time,
I'll never like, hey, Tyga, I'm going to put that shit on real quick.
No. But he always got a single.
No, I'm not even going to play. I'm not even going to.
Skip through it. I got to find the song.
You got to damn near kidnap me and play it.
Listen to this shit. Shut the fuck up.
Not with them.
Hold on.
Bitch on the shits.
Hold on.
Not with them.
I'm just saying, no disrespect, but you know that's just how I feel about. That's just how I feel about it.
At number 5, I have Ty Dolla Sign.
Dolla Sign, that's my nigga.
Got to the rap singer of like the Nate Dogg of that era, of our era.
All the beach houses go crazy.
Bang. All of them.
They go crazy.
Oh my god!
Before we even get to the hooks, his solo music,
bang.
Bitch, better ask somebody. Like, better ask somebody. That was one of the first ratchet records that I was listening to.
Oh my god. Oh my god, my cabana.
My
Oh my god.
Put this
Ratchet
thing
in my
on
bands.
Put
The
this thing on
Weekend.
Yeah,
Baby in the club
every weekend.
Yeah, the bottles every weekend.
See,
that shit be banging.
Wooden Leather. He had a lot of
bangers. He got bangers.
He got
you know.
But once Paranoid came out, The original with Joe Moses, I knew like he was gonna be a star. And they took Joe off for the politics. Put B.O.B. I did not like B.O.B. shit. That shit
at all.
But that record blew up, and Ty Dolla $ign became a big pop star.
For sure.
Right.
It was like a business move. Like, they label just want to put B.O.B. on there.
Right. I mean, I feel like Joe had said something about Tiny or something.
I did a remix. Let's just throw B.O.B. on there.
But he kept Joe's ad-libs on there.
Yeah.
I always liked Joe's voice on the record, so I'm sure he still got paid.
As he should.
And he's executive producing Joe's upcoming album too, as Joe shared with us. So
yes, he is.
So he's still doing stuff.
That's gonna be fire.
Number 6. This was the most controversial ranking. Number 6, Problem. Everybody feels like he should have been higher. How y'all feel about it?
Problem is at where he should be at.
I agree. Obviously.
I don't think he's better than. He's number 5.
He's number 6.
Number 6. All 5 of them artists is better than for sure.
I feel
and they have
like
more success than them.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's not even an opinion.
As far as the success situation, definitely. And I feel like after his Mollywoods, he started losing his.
It was a decline.
Yeah, you started losing that buzz, and it happens, to
the best of them.
But you will always be talked about because of those projects.
2 classic mixtapes that he dropped. And
that's why it got you where you are, period. That's why I got you on the list, period, because you dropped some shit that is timeless.
I acknowledge him. He's in my top 10. I have him at 6 because, like DJ Get Your Money just said, he's not necessarily better than the 5 artists ahead of him.
Right.
He didn't have more success on more like commercial appeal than YG, or even like better songs than YG or RJ or Joe. He didn't have bigger songs than Tyga. He doesn't have better songs or bigger songs than Ty Dolla $ign. Like 6 is cool. That's like right there in the mid level, which is where his career reached. Unfortunately, a lot of people was tweeting like, "Oh, you've been in the industry a long time. Like the politics behind him and what he went through, and the whole mustard beef and all that, YG mustard beef and all that stuff." At the end of the day, I can't control any of that.
Right.
I was a kid when that stuff happened.
Right.
Like, I'm just going off, catalog, and he has 2 classic tapes, and then it was a decline after that.
Right.
I haven't heard anything like that caught my attention since it.
Everybody is saying, like, Function went crazy. You couldn't go nowhere without hearing that. And you right.
Yeah.
But same for all these other fucking artists that's on the list too. They all have songs that you can go in the club and you're gonna always fucking hear. So I mean,
from that era,
what's the difference?
Came out right after the Mollywoods.
What's the difference?
For sure.
Yeah. And who was on the remix? YG.
Yeah.
He wasn't even on the remix. He was on the regular.
Oh, he was on the regular.
He got took off the record. Right. I think that's what caused that whole situation.
Yeah, but still, at the end of the day,
that's ancient. Like that was like real ancient. And number 7, T-Fly, who I had to put on here, man. And I wanted to put him higher, but I had to rank him there.
He had a run. We're not going to sit up here and act like he didn't.
All that shit.
Right.
What he brought was so innovative. His melodies, like, to me, I like his melodies better than I like Ty Dolla $ign's melodies. Like, as far as if I'm an artist at the time, I'm going for T-Fly for the hook. For me, I'm going to T-Fly for the hook.
Yes.
At the time.
I can say that as far as, like, when it depends on the song for me.
Yeah, Ty be putting soul in niggas shit, like, yeah.
It depends on the type of song.
Brings soul too. Like, it's soul.
No.
You don't hear it?
I don't hear the
I hear that hood.
Are you okay?
Auntie, Uncle Soul.
I don't hear
on the hooks. We're talking about hooks. So we're talking about Do It To You. We're talking about
that was the only hook that I could be like, hold on now. Because those two
Hate It or Love It.
Those are slaps.
But I also feel like even if Ty Dolla $ign was to be on those
She had a couple. She didn't have a couple. She didn't have a couple.
It's his fault. As a matter of fact, it's his fault. But I feel like Ty Dolla $ign, if he was on those same songs, we would get that same feel. We would get that soulful feel.
Well, all I'm saying is I like Ty Dolla $ign's solo music better, but I like T-Fly on the hook better. That's why I have Ty Dolla $ign higher than T-Fly on here. Okay. But T-Fly slept on, underrated. I felt like he should have. I mean, he did keep going. He drops projects all the time or consistently. I just wish he had handled things better business-wise. Right. Kept his branding up, kept his presence up. Kept the hot hooks coming, right? And just stay more consistent in that area. Not as far as just putting out music, but putting out music that connected with the audience.
You're right.
But he is a legend. I definitely give him that. Cool. All right, number 8, we have Project PC, who a lot of people didn't know who he was today. That was crazy. I'm taking y'all hip hop cards.
Yeah, I had to tweet. Like, if y'all don't know who Project PC is, y'all was not outside. Like Cheesy?
Yeah, like,
yeah.
You don't know who Project PC is?
Like Cheesy.
He was like, to me, he was a founding member of Push's Name.
He was. And I mean, if you listen to YG, YG older shit, you're gonna hear a lot of PC.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna hear their influence too.
Well, he went away for some years.
Yeah.
So he went away. Situations going on that, hindered his career and whatnot. But he's out now.
Doing his shit.
I think he's supposed to be dropping some
project.
Yeah.
I saw him he had a baseball game some weeks back. Mm-hmm. We having events at the park for the community and stuff like that. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm ready for bro to make that big comeback.
Shout out to PC, man.
Me too. Shout out to PC. We've been waiting. Let's see what you're gonna come with.
So to me, he kinda had like that AZ Sway placement, how we talked last week, as far as precedence.
Right.
As far as being one of the first pioneers of the subgenre. So I want to give him his flowers on that. I would love the interview, bro, too.
Me too.
That'd be fire.
Right, so we have 2 more. J305, man. Had to put him on there. Man, he's hard. He can rap. I love his flow. I love his voice. He always on that Ratchet shit. I love all his shit with Dom from Late Night to the Eric Wright record, and he has so many Dom collaborations because he's on OPM.
Yeah, I fuck with Jay.
Yeah, like I love him on features. I feel like he go crazy on features.
That's why he's lower down the list. Like his solo work, maybe not so much.
Blame It on the Streets is my shit because of him.
Yeah,
that's my shit. So I can see that. Use the flip, that should go crazy. Yes, Ghetto Tales. Come on now.
Ghetto Tales fire.
Like
that's fire.
Jay is really like he had commented like, I'm honored to be on this list, and I'm like, man, I really wanted to go higher, but I don't have that. Again, that solo project.
Right.
It's the projects that be getting All right, so 10, another controversial ranking was Choice. My man Choice from Rich Off Mackin series. And as well as the 10 Summer recording artist, collaborated with Drake on a couple tracks. Was on Mustard's first 2 albums. I don't think obviously he's not signed to Mustard anymore because they did Rich Off Mackin 2 through Empire. But I just thought his voice was so interesting.
Yeah, he was hard. But he stopped dropping shit. Like he just disappeared.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
But there's a couple artists on here that this is a list from 2010 from a while ago.
Right.
But he was like Rich Off Mac. He should have just kept going
because that's a classic project.
That shit was fire.
Wish You Better, my shit. Favor for Favor.
That shit was fire.
It's some bangers on there. But his flow, like I feel like he could out rap most of these niggas. On this list,
sure.
Like he really had bars like that, and like he kind of was a predecessor to that Rimble flow as far as being super polite, like almost like a British butler. Yeah. Dope. I thought that was dope. So that's the top 10 greatest ratchet rappers of all time. Make sure you comment and let us know
how y'all
feel, who we left off, who should have been higher, who should have been lower. I know y'all saying like who's Project PC, but please Google, YouTube.
Yes,
who bro
it's
is.
all there. It's all there.
Mm-hmm. Bet. All right, so it's time to talk about some new music, my favorite topic.
Yes.
Let's get into it. First up, we have Jason Cash, our boy.
Yes. Love me some
He dropping slaps after slaps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. His new single is called Him, featuring Dom Kennedy. Video's fire, song is fire. Mm-hmm. But how do you guys feel about it?
I feel like Jason Cash always delivers.
Yeah.
Like
no bad songs.
I would never be able to be like, oh yeah, like I gotta listen to this and see if he did what he was supposed to do. Like I know that he's gonna give us what we're looking for, and I really appreciate that with Jason Cash. So I fuck with it.
He on the road right now. He gotta stay climbing up.
Yeah.
After the second one, you gotta have a third one.
Right.
Fourth one.
Right.
Had a whole tape just be fire. We have 6 or 7 songs, no skips.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was fire, man.
Yes.
Yeah, so he had an event for his upcoming tape, Read the Room, which drops on the 27th. I had another studio session on the 10th, so I wasn't able to hear the project. But if it's anything like what he played me last year in the studio, then I know it's going to be fire. He has another Dom feature on it as well. So make sure you look out for that, Read the Room. I will say about this record, Dom could have came harder. I feel like Dom's verse was like kind of lukewarm, mediocre, like most of his features have been. lately. Mainly that Got It All record with Blast. I feel like his verse was weak on that too. And so I just want Dom to get in his bag. If you're gonna do features, show love. That's great. But make sure you kill it. You feel me? Don't just rest on your laurels because you're a legend and give us the mediocre, lukewarm verse. Like the 1, 2, 3 into the 4. You know, Dom Kennedy and Jason Cash at the door. And I can say this because again, this is my favorite rapper of all time that I'm critiquing. I'm like of all time. Like I put Dom over Biggie, Jay-Z, Pac, all of them. In my opinion.
Yeah, he's psycho.
So that's why I want him. Like, make sure your features is hard, bro. Like, don't do that. But dope video.
Right.
Next record, Sham 1016. Get Like Me featuring Griff Tyler. Love it.
Boy, Griff.
Love it. Griff did a great job on the
I love it. Love the whole video. I love the whole damn project. Like, I was really waiting on that shit, and he came through. Like, I knew he would. Sham be killing that shit.
For
sure.
Griff, that's my real close guy. It's my guy. We've been going way back since like, he was like 9, 10.
Okay.
So, this nigga been killing it. I think he got some shit dropping too.
Yeah.
Now he just dropped a project.
Yeah.
It'll be on the show next week for sure. I do know he has a song called Compete with Airplane James, but I was really feeling. But no, the video for this Sham record was dope. Sham, had some, not controversy, but people talking about like his Foul Play record was missing off streaming platforms for a minute. And then it finally came back up. I don't know what Distro Kid or whatever was doing with this shit, but they got it right. So it's back on streaming services. Right. Make sure you check out Foul Play. The project is dope for sure. Let's get into the last song. This is a Ratchet record for the Ratchet episode. The King of Ratchet, Joe Moses. Last time I heard song is crazy.
Yes.
It's produced by Loda Gray and is that Trey? Fire. Song is crazy.
That shit bang.
Yeah. It's Joe Moses, ladies and gentlemen.
well rapped, super ratchet, super energetic. He sounds 25 on the record. He sounds like younger than that.
Yes.
Yeah, like
he's talking that shit.
Yeah. He doesn't age musically. What I will say is the video could have been better. You feel me? Like he did try to get some skits off. I like the tennis and the asylum skit and the tennis court skit and the bedroom scene. All that stuff was cool, but it just could have been done a little better. It's different for him, but I just want to see it at this point, at this stage. I want to see it executed to a T.
Right.
And I get he's independent, he's on Empire, but to me, those type of visuals are so punctual. We have a record like this. The visual has to be crazy. Right. That's how we get that Joe Moses way to come back moment.
Be like a pool party or some shit.
Anything anything. Just it could have been the visual could have been better. I'll say that, but the record is crazy. For sure, I want to hear a remix with like some different people from LA on it.
Yeah, that'll be fire.
That'd be hard.
That'd be fire.
Throw YG on that motherfucker.
Yeah, and I want to hear. Is it too old? Is it too like late to hear like Joe on the outside instrumental?
No.
I think Joe would eat that fucking outside
that's some shit been on the remix. I feel like Joe on the outside record would go.
He gonna tear that shit up if he ever get a hold of that.
Somebody sitting there or get him the instrumental so he can drop that and start our summer like officially. Right. Because if I hear Joe on that record, like my summer,
that's gonna go crazy. That's gonna go crazy. That's what we waiting on right there.
Right, well, if there's any songs we missed on the music segment today, make sure you comment below, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, let us know what we missing so we can go check that shit out.
For sure. We always looking for new music. And he's a DJ, so he should be saying that too.
Yeah, man. Send me some shit. For real.
All right, so it's time to play the drawing game where we have 60 seconds to draw the LA rapper. But this week, it will be a twist because it's the Ratchet episode, so we have to draw Ratchet rappers.
Yes. Super twist because you have to draw album covers. Yeah.
That is new to me.
That's crazy.
What we got for show? Do that.
So the first one we are drawing is YG. Just read up.
I already had that in my
head. The first one?
Wait. How y'all still start on one?
Let me get a peek at it, or y'all got to do it off the dome?
I know how I looked off the dome. Cause
you said 2, right?
No, she said 1. So 2 is the one all black. 1 is the one where he had the bag
in the car in the back. I know. Yeah. Okay. I done fucked up, y'all.
Y'all got me crying. I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
What color was that car? What color was the car?
3,
shit,
2, 1.
Cheating.
nigga said I'm trying to call. Just for copying, you got that shit wrong. Y'all too.
Just oh, it's Money. Money on the first one. Call the second one. Oh fuck!
Wow.
Man, you.
Hey,
You know what?
he did that on purpose. He threw me off. I don't know if that's the case. Mine is better than theirs anyway, so I should get my point. Like, I got an actual album cover. They don't even got the know.
Go to hell because my first one had the actual
So I should win, right? I won that round. Come on, by default.
Look, he won by default.
I won by default. I take my win.
The next one is Dollar Drawing. Joe Moses from Nothing to Something 2.
Girl, kiss my ass.
Can we see them?
You know damn well I don't remember that cover.
Crazy.
Fuck y'all.
But y'all got 5 seconds.
Oh shit. But we got 5 seconds.
Count down.
1.
Damn.
JM, huh?
Okay. This is wild. Okay.
The big one.
Oh, my mind was going somewhere I wanted it to go, but I couldn't write
I couldn't even do his face. I'm crying.
DeJon, every detail I said, DeJon wrote that
like
joke,
these
so DeJon win just for being so attentive. Okay, with the good ear.
But I got the sky and the sun.
It ain't Sky.
Why is it a bear?
I was about to draw the pants and you let me get off.
Yes. This is crazy. I'm really upset though.
Who's next? This is crazy.
The next one y'all are going to draw is RJ's Mr. LA. Here it is.
I'm not drawing that haircut. Rolling with my blammer on.
I'm not alone. Is that the one with Blueface in it, Tony?
No, that's Amio too. That's a classic. This is the one with Henna Beat though.
Oh, yeah,
Is it
yeah.
not? This is when he was on Interscope.
I need black.
It wasn't a.
Yeah,
It
50
wasn't,
Cent, I let you use my black. Hey, shout out to the people that can really draw, because this is some of the most difficult shit I've ever done in my life.
yeah, for sure.
And your leg. What's it?
Our motherfucking day.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at
Why is he like mutant twin?
Hey, I like
He
that
got
one.
the haircut, he got the haircut and everything.
What's the other?
Let me see.
They light skin.
What?
And the real light skin.
Hey, so who won that round?
Me.
No
Yeah.
way. Hell no.
Yes, I did.
I'm scared.
Mine look the most like.
terrified.
My,
I want
You
to
like that.
run away and scream.
but look,
for
say,
help.
look, what I heard right there, that's
Oh.
RJ like a motherfucker. And that's the breed that's face to face.
Why is
with.
she flying in the air?
Because I get to draw her whole body because the time
You
was
can't
up.
even see his face on the cover. What are you talking about? Mine's is the best. You see the
Yeah,
hair.
you don't think
good.
backwards.
But
You
that's his
see
hair.
the
That's
curl
the
right
back.
there. You see the
He
haircut
got a
on
face,
place.
though.
You see it. You see it.
She's so everybody got a round. So this is the tiebreaker.
She didn't win. Let me see her.
I won.
Everybody has
Yes,
a
I
round. The last one we are going to draw today is Tyga, Careless World.
I used to love that 187 song on this project. That was my shit.
I almost aged myself just now.
You're trying to talk to me so you can throw me off my game.
5, 4, 3, 2. Let me see what it do.
Tiger.
I can't see that nigga.
That's something. Damn.
Oh,
I don't even know.
Wavering.
You got a big ass head.
Why I got on the last king shirt and all that?
Oh, that's.
Come on, details. Look at the shirt, Last King.
Let me
That's his
see.
brand.
All right. He actually put it
All right,
I can kind of see that.
Damn, I
I can kind of see
can
that. He look like a
It's
door.
stylish.
See?
It's sleek.
It's so
It's the
minimalistic.
glasses, huh?
It's sleek.
It's the glasses.
Is that
The little mohawk
Is that a mohawk? He had a mohawk?
No, that's his hairline. Cause it's
Oh,
like
shit.
I hate that.
Okay, winner, chicken
That's
dinner.
the time.
He won.
All right, well, let's take our shot and get out of here real quick. Make sure you
Yes.
like, comment, subscribe. The Ratchet Music episode was lit. Thank you for pulling that, bro.
Of course, man. I appreciate y'all for real, man.
Yes, sir. We out of here.
Cheers.
See you.
Good.